the fun things about these names, right? They are down as voice actors, and they have names and characters, but no one's seen them yet.
Okay.
You've got these big names.
Yeah.
That, granted, Ben Starr narrates, so you do kind of hear him relatively soon.
That's fine. You know, to anyone saying that this game has just given us its full load,
that's
is
what I mean.
Lying. I am gonna get this game's full load all over my face, and there's nothing anyone can say about it. Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of everyone's favorite podcast, the Critical Arcade Podcast. I'm your co-host, Nick.
And I'm Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Hello, Nick, you well?
Dave, have you ever really gotten into a live service game?
Ooh, really? No.
I'm talking really gotten into, like I did with Overwatch and Fortnite.
I just that bug or that bite just could not grab hold of me. I played Fortnite, really? I played Overwatch, I played Marvels, I've played whatever the other ones are called because there's so many of them, Valorant and all the other
Destiny 2
finals. Yeah, I just could not get that thing to stick. I enjoyed them, but just not like any longevity to me. You like I said, Fortnite and Overwatch, or Overwatch particularly.
Yeah,
you were
Fortnite
kind of
and Overwatch, right? They really got their talons into me. I could not really get enough of either of them until I broke free.
Yes, there's a lot of people see that the breaking free aspect is like, whoa, what am I doing? I'm very good at this game, but what do you like? There's no
fun.
End.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It really is fun. But it's. I mean, at a certain point, I just feel like, okay, maybe I want to play something else.
Which I think a lot of people, especially as you get older, young people have a bit like a more attention span in regards to these things. So as you get older, you do. We got such a plethora of lovely games and stuff and all sorts of things to play out there. You do feel like doing something else after a while.
Why would I only ever want to play League of Legends? Why? That's just a question for the ages. Everybody out there. Why? Why? The reason I bring up live service games is because of this week's game. Dave?
This week's game, I'm sure you probably all know what we're talking about now. It's a game that came out, so everyone is talking about because it's Bungie's latest release with a little smidge of Sony helping them out. It's the game Marathon, which is not the first marathon by all accounts. I didn't know this. I thought Marathon was the first, not like the run. This isn't the first game called Marathon by this company.
No, it isn't.
Right? I did not know that in the slightest.
Really? I thought you might have actually played the original Marathon games.
Because I'm that old, right? 1996. Yes. I was up there. No, I'd actually never heard of them. I like it kind of came out, or 94, sorry. It kind of came out in the same time, like Quake and Arena Players were kind of coming out, and that kind of overshadowed it and stuff, at least in my circles of playing. So I was around in the day where they came out. So I didn't know that this story is an addition to the original games. It's after the 1994, I think there's a trilogy in the end of games came out. So this is actually a sequel. Yes, it's I always forget the acronym. Was it UECS, right? Or SC?
UESC.
The whole premise of the first games was you were on this planet or Earth, I can't remember which one, and the game we play now is many years later when you go back to reclaim it, and in regards to why everything's such a skeleton aspect of the film, which is kind of cool. Did not know that, but as we know about Marathon, we've tons of delays. Development time took forever. Hundreds of millions of dollars to get it going.
That really is the case. Truly, it is the case.
Like friggin' art theft for some reason or other in regards to poor Anti-Real and her lovely artwork she found within the game.
Yeah, there's some big controversies.
Yes, so there was a
tied
lot
to this game.
That's right, a lot of hype, lots of anti-hype, what the opposite to hype is. So yeah, it's interesting. Is this game good? Does it have legs? Will it, is it a good game?
Anti-hype?
What's the opposite to hype?
I don't know. Pi. That's just hype backwards.
That's right. There you go. See, what's hype? Hype.
E-Pi. Ooh, electronic Pi.
See,
no,
when you're on the hot
anti-hype
seat-
was way better. Yes, this game did have a lot of anti-hype, but it feels like even with all of those anti-hype just dragging this game down, it still didn't manage to sink it. Which
That's
in
right.
today's day and
That's
age,
right.
everyone kind of knows a live service game could be just the biggest liability everywhere. If we take a look at Concord
There
and
we go.
High
Concord.
God.
That's right. Shame just closed down just a few days ago. Right?
Yep. Yeah, light a candle and immediately blow that candle out.
That's crazy. And that's so unfair as well. They had that whole scheduled planned release for High Cards, and just to be like,
Yeah.
no, it didn't work. It must
Yeah.
be gutting by all accounts.
It really must be, but also don't make an uninspired game.
That's very true. That's very true. And of course, but like I say, Bungie with their background, they've got a lot to kind of prove now, because Destiny was their last decent shooter. We got all the Halo stuff that they somewhat did well and then somewhat did bad,
Yeah.
and the weird own engine they were trying to develop, like nobody wanted. It's a very strange thing at the Bungie Enterprises. Is it still
all
called
of
Bungie?
It is still called Bungie.
It's still called Bungie because
But I mean, that's the thing. That's what I was just going to raise. With all of these different types of things going on, is there anyone still at Bungie who works on the original Halo games? Right?
I don't think
is
there is.
Bungie just a ship of Theseus?
Ooh, wow, deep pull of like knowledge in there.
Isn't it?
No, you could be exact. I think I read that they have fundamentally all gone from Bungie now. They're on their own independent studios, other projects and stuff. So yeah, this is a new team by all accounts, which sometimes can be a good thing. But things can't stay the same forever.
No, they absolutely cannot.
Okay, should we jump straight into the narrative? Because that's kind of a really hard thing to do in a game like this, because it's a live service and they kind of drip feed you narrative.
So, I was kind of following this game just around the time that the real anti-real controversy came out. And just before that, I think a slight story broke that Marathon, the development was going well. They had good gameplay. They had some ideas for what they wanted to do, how they wanted it to look like and sound.
Yep.
But one thing they did not have was a story.
Which is kind of the arse way round, right? You fundamentally make a story, then you develop the world and the visuals and stuff all after that, right?
Yes, you create a narrative out of the world building, and then out of that narrative you create a story and characters. But it seems like you're right, they did things the arse way around. And I can't understand. It's like they took a visual style that they enjoyed and then made everything else to fit that.
Yes, it's again with a live service game, it almost sounds like that would work, because I know Overwatch had all those like mini series and little background character things and stuff like that in regards to, so that's a bit different. But even other hero shooters and be it live service games, the story is actually negligible. Does anybody really know why they're doing anything in regards to
Very good point.
In League, you're taking out towers and kind of defeating others, but is there like an end game? Helldivers does it better. In theory, Helldivers does have you win, your patriotism, you beat the bugs, you beat the cyborgs and all that stuff, right? A lot of games just have like an open-ended story, and this is kind of the same. This takes place in 2898 on the planet of Tau Ceti 4, because it has to have a number, it has to be the fourth one, where there was a colony of humans established there, which the Marathon ship, the UESC Marathon ship helped build, and then mysteriously went silent after alien attacks and biological disasters and all the other like end of the world things that you chuck on planets just to give you some lore. And then you take on the roles of runners, just humans who have kind of transferred their consciousness into like data and can be hacked or just like hot-wired into these runners, these suits and stuff that you take over. And you have to explore, recover.
These synthetic, artificial organisms.
Yes. And so the story itself is kind of drip feed. At the moment, in regards to like the first season we've got right now, it's kind of establishing who you are, what you're doing, the factions of which you can work for or choose to work for. And I'm guessing later on, this might develop into, I kind of hope it develops into like a story with like actual like things going on.
Well,
it's not yet, by all accounts.
No,
it's just
not
introductions
yet.
and.
I wonder with what Bungie did with Destiny 2, it was also kind of a drip feed, but the story continued with their annual expansions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, they'd have these annual expansions and then a cutscene, some campaign missions. I wonder, it's going to be more difficult with Marathon, but if they're not going to pull the exact same thing here.
Yes, I guess no. It's exactly what you kind of got to do because they've. And again, the story in this game, it has to keep concurrent player base, right? It needs to keep those numbers high, be on Steam database, to be on PlayStation Network, all that. Yeah. So yeah, it kind of has to do it that way. So it's a very sticky wicket in regards to narrative. It really is. I don't know how it kind of is it going to work. I think they got the legs. They potentially have the ability and legs to do it, but narrative wise, hard to score.
It is. I would say that for a game like Destiny to survive almost 10 years, that is an absolute success.
That is very true.
Even though
that is very true.
People today kind of look down on Destiny 2, it is a successful
hell yeah,
game.
10 years. 10 years. It's a long-ass time for a game to run, right?
Destiny 2, I'm pretty sure, predates Fortnite.
Does it really? God, that's crazy.
I don't know. I might just be pulling that out of my ass, but I think Destiny 2 predates Fortnite. Anyway, just the last thing that I would like to mention about the narrative here is that they're taking a very Dark Souls approach with this.
Okay, how so?
Whereas the story was quite upfront in Destiny 2, here it seems like a lot of the story and a lot of the world building are kind of hidden.
Agreed, yes. There is a
hidden
in
the codex, hidden in those extremely decryptive cutscenes that you kind of need to watch 50 times.
Yes, agreed. I think there might be, say, hidden messages and stuff hidden amongst those
Exactly. They are kind of hiding the story, hiding narrative, lore, and world building inside stuff like those. I wouldn't be surprised if once we get the first expansion and we get like legendary loot, if this legendary loot would have like flavor text.
Yes, I agree.
And in this flavor text, right? It would say, "Oh, the first batch of runners are actually the robots we fight now," or something.
Well, there's an interesting point where you could be right, but that comes later on in audio because I think I have evidence that you could be spot on there. But let's leave that for the audio. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Visuals.
The world building is weird, mysterious, and there's a lot going on that we don't know. That's narrative. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
No. That is the bare bones of it right now.
I now need to get to audio, but first visuals.
Visuals. Again, this is if you like your Blade Runners, your sci-fis, your aliens, that type of high retro futuristic, just RGB colors in your face all the time and just highlighters gone mad, nightclub, friggin' black lights type blues. It's kind of granted, I am one of those people, so I enjoyed the visuals on this game. Granted, I am a few years younger than you. Did you like the visuals on this, or is it too much?
Younger.
Is it too much like it's trying to burn your retinas?
No. The visuals here, what I like about the visuals in this is exactly what most people are going to say. It is incredibly distinctive and unique.
Yeah, agreed. That's agreed. You could spot this game from a mile off.
Exactly. If you show me screenshots of this and screenshots of other similar games, I'm pretty sure everyone else will instantly recognize.
Yes, that's true.
When screenshots come from Marathon.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those like YouTube quizzes where it gives you a screenshot and say, "What game is this?" and everyone's instantly, "Oh, that's Marathon."
That's Marathon.
Which is good visual design. If it's instantly recognizable,
it's incredible.
It
is incredible. Good. How hard is it to make a visually unique game?
Yeah, but
in 2026, you can't do that anymore.
People have problems doing that by all accounts. Too many copies and pastes.
Even From Software is kind of struggling with that right now. They made Elden Ring Night Rain, which just looks like Elden Ring again. And then we've got the Duskbloods, which just looks like Bloodborne.
There is kind of like a fatigue in regards to that whole design, right? I do agree.
A new visual style that's distinctive, that looks like Marathon. This is like a breath of fresh air. I'm pretty sure this is a bit of the visuals were the first thing that they kind of fully developed for this game.
Yes,
before
it does feel
anything
that way.
else.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Agreed. And they've got other little things in there. I like that they got a colorblind mode, because people who suffer from colorblindness really do struggle with a lot of games in regards to get the red, go to the red flag. Which one's red? Like things like that. And I do like they got there. They've got cool shell designs. You got distinct factions in regards to pharmaceutical, be it pro.
Oh, these factions! These factions are so cool. We've got Cyber Acme, very nice. New Caloric, very nice. Mida, not so nice. Traxxas, very nice. Arachne, nice. This is great.
Well, they're all nice, fundamentally. And creepy moths, either dismantling or building things. I'm not entirely sure, but you get a lot of creepy moths on your screen, like every single game. But it is freaky. It's got a kind of intrigue in regards to everything that comes on the screen.
Yeah, It's very obvious, excuse me, that when you take a look at these visuals, it's bright neon, it's very unique, but you can see that underneath these cracks are something sinister.
Yes, agreed. Yes, there is kind of like a megacorp, very again, a Blade Runner. Everything looks good on the outside, but is
but on the inside, there's some horrific things happening.
And I liked, there was a little thing I enjoyed. A lot of the modern guns, of course, it's the futuristic games where your guns look kind of badass and brightly coloured, but I do like that a lot of the ammo display count is in pixelated numbers. Just like if you got 12 bullets, it's a pixelated 12, or it's a pixelated... I love that retro futuristic stuff. I think it's such a fun little combo. The only thing I don't like visually, I think the the UI system is not good. I think there's so many items you can have in your backpack that look alike, and you don't know which one is this? Is this a core? Is this a hard drive? Is this a weapons modifier? It all just blends into mess that's there, and I think that's kind of sad.
I get what you mean. This is something that I'm gonna try to raise in gameplay. Where I think for a game like this, it's necessary to add fluff, and this could just having a separate core for your legs and your right shoulder and your left shoulder and your arms. We'll get into that in gameplay.
Yeah. Anything else visuals then? Because that's me.
I like the runner designs.
Yeah, they are very
so
cool.
Far, these runner designs all feel quite unique. Did you see there was a cinematic that Bungie posted a couple of months ago that was made by a prolific filmmaker. It was such a good, excellent cinematic, really, and it was where the anti-hype started to turn around.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
You do?
Like super cinematic, wasn't it? I can
exactly. Yes. So there was the Asian girl runner that was doing some interviews, and there was also the assassin runner, and then one of them had a classical music chip.
Yes, that's right. No, I can remember. I think most people probably have seen that clip.
I hope so. If you've not seen that, take a look at that, and then you'll get the gist of the visual style for Marathon. Yeah, exactly it's really good. It's really, really good.
Anything else, or should we get to the jump into the exciting world of audio?
The audio. So you mentioned something earlier. What was it?
Well, this is like we were talking okay, we have the narrative, we've kind of got the backbone, the lore is kind of building up, and then I started going into the voice actors, right? This actually has a really, really broad spectrum of voice actors. There are 30, I'd say. 30 voice actors on this game. Some of them range range from just everyday voice actors, like the voices of Barbie and the occasional side character in a Japanese RPG or something like that, like Biff and stuff like that. Some of them later, and then you got the mid-tier. Some of them are the voices from Doom Dark Ages, some of the character, right? And then you've got those big hitters, right? You've got those big names.
Yeah.
Like what we
Give
got?
me Ben Starr.
Ben Starr, of course.
Yeah.
Such an apt name,
give
right?
me Jennifer English.
That's right. We all know
Give
Jennifer
me Jennifer Hale.
Yes. Do you know Neil Newborn? Kind of famous from Baldur's Gate,
Neil
right?
Newborn. That's yeah, that's Heisenberg.
The fun things about these names, right? They are down as voice actors, and they have names and characters, but no one's seen them yet.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you've got these big names.
Yeah.
That granted, Ben Starr narrates, so you do kind of hear him relatively soon.
That's fine.
But
that's fine. That's fine. To anyone saying that this game has just given us its full load,
that's what I mean.
Lying. I am gonna get this game's full load all over my face, and there's nothing anyone can say about it.
Wow, that was a Patreon level of description there. Yes,
well, I'm not kidding. There's obviously still so much that Bungie's not revealed about this to us.
I really do think there is. I really think that's the
what are they hiding?
And because you're not going to hire Jennifer English to do, I don't know, the background noise or a sub character like Soldier Number 3 or something like that. Ben Starr, Rich Keeble does Monaco, and Francois in Clair Obscur. You've got again, there are multiple actors that not super well known, all have character names but no actual like character descriptions or pictures, and haven't been unlocked yet in regards to storyline.
Yes. So
that means it's got to have like some narrative must be coming. You know, you don't hire these
exactly. Some narrative
actors.
Must be coming. We've got the setup. I think this is an excellent setup that we have so far. The world building is very intriguing.
Yes,
very intriguing. I'm interested. The setup is great. Everything. We just don't have any characters. If anyone's saying that these runners are characters, they're not. They're not shells.
Yet. That's very true. We are just shells of people. Yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. If anything, the only characters we have is Oni, Gantry,
the factions.
These factions type. That's the only characters we have, and they're not really characters.
No, but it is exciting to know that there could be some big stuff coming along, which is great for player retention by all accounts. It's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Apart from just the voice actors, again, I thought the sound in this game was pretty amazing, really. I thought it was really kind of up there. Just the anxiety. I know Arc Raiders, we're all going to always compare it to a game such as that. The anxiety of sneaking, the anxiety of hearing gunfire in the future and deciding to engage or go round, or proximity chat and whisper chat and all the other things that are just slowly built into the music and audio of this game.
Yeah, proximity chat really was a big addition to these multiplayer type games.
It was, right? No, I agree entirely. It adds such another layer to it, and anxiety or sneaking aspect or thrill by all accounts.
But the sound design all of that. Yeah, the sound design, just like you said, for the gunshots, the abilities, the footsteps, they're all besides being done really, really, really well, it's actually very important for it to have been made well in a game like this.
No, agreed.
This can't be half-assed. It cannot. Entirely. In a game like this, where you're in a standoff with another player in the middle of a building, but you can't see them, you can only hear them. The sound design needs to be phenomenal, which it is, thankfully.
And it adds that it's the first time I've played a game like fully where I've worried about my footstep noise, or worried about should I shoot that bug nest, because if I do that, I'm going to show people
you're going to give away your location.
No, like I said, it's the first time I've ever had to really concentrate on my audio in regards to playing games.
Just by sound.
Yes, which again, it's very good. It is very good. They definitely knew they need this game to work. They need this game to be polished, and it is polished. You can't argue the other way.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe that bit where the controversy kind of heaped and the anti-hype piled on top of this game, maybe they got their shit together. Maybe that was necessary. Otherwise, we would have gotten a half-assed marathon.
Which is so crazy because so many people didn't want this to succeed just because, you know, we kind of atmosphere and Concord and stuff. But it seems to be doing. It's not bad, people. Yeah. It really isn't.
That's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this game is doing well.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's so hard to say because I checked just before this podcast. I checked concurrent players today. Marathon has 30k, give or take. This is only on Steam, so you got PlayStation, stuff like that. And then I checked out Ark Raiders. That's at 140.
Ooh,
now, which granted, newer game Ark Raiders has got a player base and things going on. It's got the seasons and stuff. It's got things. It's things in play. The only thing is Ark Raiders was a cheaper game development wise compared to Marathon. Marathon was Marathon, Ark Raiders, I don't know exact numbers. I know Marathon was at like close to 200 million, and Ark Raiders was like 100 million. So it needs. I just don't know if 30,000 like. At all times is enough. Granted, I don't know PlayStation numbers and the other platforms and stuff like that. But I think it is doing well. Like 88,000, I think so too. 100,000. Yeah, it's maybe those not are a lot of people.
As much of a slam dunk as Bungie and Sony were hoping it would be.
Of course.
But I wouldn't say that this isn't a success.
I hope not, because it I think kind of deserves to do well.
That's the thing. And even for a moment there, I was kind of rooting for this to fail, because I don't like live service games. But
and the thieving of the art stuff, right?
Exactly. Right. For all of that controversy, it was quite deserved on Bungie.
Yeah.
But now that I've played it, now that I've kind of seen this game, I'm rooting for it. I don't think I've ever said that I'm rooting for a live service game.
But it's, again, games like this. Anything else audio? Sorry, don't want to jump ahead of you.
Oh, geez, audio. Damn. Yes, I've got...
Go on.
Okay, the weapon audio design, I'd say, is punchy and satisfying. We mentioned that in the sound design. Here we go, the soundtrack.
This is one of those weird things.
You listen to some of these tracks?
No. I swear I've got some weird deafness in regards to soundtracks. Were they good? I can't even remember if there was one.
Yes, they were good. But because you're so immersed, so concentrating, so into the game, because death means actual loss in the game.
Losing your stuff. Yeah,
exactly. You lose stuff every time you die. You kind of tune out the sound. You only would hear the soundtrack if it was done badly, which it isn't in this case. It leans heavily into... I mentioned this earlier, synthetic sci-fi tension.
Makes sense.
Yeah, adding to the oppressive corporate dystopia.
Yep, the whole like Blade Runner
really, that is essentially all this is. Just mega corporations trying to make their footprint and extract as much resources as possible.
Which is almost kind of scary in the world we live in right now, because it feels like we're tipping our toes into that same type of thing in the world.
Exactly. Yeah. And the visuals did this thing where it was this wonderful neon exterior, and then I mentioned underneath the cracks you can kind of see the horrible stuff going on. The audio is a bit more on the nose in that regard. A lot of it is dissonant. A lot of it is just industrial. I think my favorite way of describing this, as I said earlier, was just synthetic sci-fi tension the entire time.
Yeah, again, it has that brooding foreshadowing to some degree, right? In regards to the whole situation.
Yes.
No, good stuff all around. Like, again, it sounds like we're glazing this game kind of a lot, ladies and gents. But we're just pointing out what there is.
Exactly. If you're out for the downfall of this game, I totally get it. I also don't want more live service games in the industry.
Agreed.
But what I do want is more good live service games, like your Helldivers 2, your now Marathon, your Ark Raiders. What I'd like to stop is shitty live service games.
Well, wouldn't we all? I hope Sony's listening to that. And
if we could, if execs can start getting the message that we don't want more Concords, we don't want more High Gods, we want Ark Raiders and Helldivers and Marathon.
I'll believe it when I see it, when those execs do that, whispers of PlayStation not releasing their games on PC. Like, I thought, what? We just got like cross-platform like unity in the world, and now it's like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Anyway, anything else, or should we go into what keeps a live service game going? Fundamentally, its core aspect, the thing that's most important.
Why people come back.
Exactly. Gameplay. What did you think of the gameplay in this game then?
So, I think that Bungie has got a bit of a reputation when it comes to gunplay.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Since 25 years ago, Bungie has been at the forefront of excellent gunplay in video games.
Yeah.
It started with the Halo series, it continued with Destiny, and I'm happy to report it is also very, very good in Marathon.
Oh, it is. It is. This is like the peak stuff, top level stuff. Every single thing about it. And it adds the gunplay itself adds tension because it punishes if you miss, if you make a mistake, if you're going a bit wild or spray and pray. But if you hit those headshots, or if you do the things right, throw your nade at the right point, traverse, use your special moves, your
abilities,
powers,
your ult.
Your ability. Oh, it just feels so good when it works out.
When your moveset comes together and you take out a runner team like we did.
Oh, many times. Like people fear us. People fear us on these servers,
absolutely.
Right? Yeah, no doubt.
It feels great. It feels great. And then after you do that, you extract. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's something about, like, we play lots of games and you can shout, clipped through, or this did this, and that's... I had none of those issues here. Any problems I did wrong was my fault. Or, of course, you get the jump on you every once in a while.
Yeah.
Movement is super clean. You know, you got the skids, you got the dives, you got the jumps, you got the climbs. You know, everything is there for everything you want in regards to like a shooter, a Halo-esque type shooter type game. Progression is nice. It's not super grindy that you can only unlock something every 30 games, and it's not just entirely pointless. It feels kind of fun being able to upgrade this or find this or do a faction mission here and there, change sides.
Okay. Yeah, those faction missions, I agree. There's some nice progression there.
Go on.
I was gonna bring this up in value for money, but the not battle pass, rewards pass.
Yeah, okay, the rewards pass. Yeah.
That is a bit not good. In fact, it's a bit bad.
Is that fundamentally because it's mainly cosmetic, or was there more beefy stuff in there that I didn't?
No, I think it's because it's mainly cosmetic.
Which is fine if you like that type of thing, but as reward passes go, you kind of like Helldivers again. It's sorry to not compare it to other games, but Helldivers, you unlocked the guns, the grenades, had a lot. Granted, cosmetics too. So this one this wasn't kicking it with you by all accounts. It didn't really have anything.
It sat a bit. How do I say this? I wasn't feeling the way Bungie was kind of. The reason I wanted to bring this up in value for money is because this is how they monetize parts of the game inside. This is part of their microtransaction tactics.
Well, by all accounts,
everything that you need, you can find in game.
Yes, of course.
So the only thing that they can sell you would be the cosmetics, which in a game like this, granted, can be very cool.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. That's all I wanted to.
But it's like you said earlier in regards to the gameplay as well. Just the idea. Granted, we know Arc Raiders kind of did it first, and I do get that. But the finding the loot and finding that gun or finding that grenade or that weird schematic or whatever the hell you're looking for, and then losing it. That is just gut-wrenching type of gameplay. It is. It is so sad, and it will be a lot of mistake people you made or something like that.
It's actually gotten a term over the years. Gamers have gotten used to getting the good stuff and never using the good stuff.
Yeah,
if you get a super potion in Skyrim, did you ever use it? No.
Not the slightest. But I kept it. It was mine.
So, that term was called gear fear.
Oh wow, I didn't know. Okay, yeah, that's
And Marathon is forcing players to get over gear fear.
And it's tough. It's tough to get something shiny and think that you could lose it in regards to just a whim sometimes by all accounts. So, it's not your fault.
But what I like about this is 2 games later you'll have another shiny thing.
That's true. Yes, it doesn't just drip feed you 1 in 100,000 loot drops type situations, right? I also like if you are a single solo player, you can play it 1 player. If you've just got you and your brother or your buddy, you can play 2 player.
Yeah.
And the max team is 3 player. And of course, you can matchmake with strangers if that's your thing. It's got a bit for everybody in regards to their play style if you want to. Single player is rough, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what
Single
I
player
was
is
just
rough.
about to say.
Yeah.
Maybe get some mates to join it.
Well, I just thought they could have given
up.
single player the ability to like res yourself once or something. Because if you get caught short, you're done.
You're done.
You're evagging. You're done. You can't do anything about it. I thought that was kind of harsh. Anything else gameplay? It's got all those...
You know what? I think there's loads of things that we can raise in gameplay. The gameplay is what this game's going to live and die on. People are going to come in the door for the visuals, but they're going to stay for the gameplay. The extraction mechanics create tension. The different runners offered varied play styles. I'm not convinced that extraction shooters are the next big thing.
Yeah, people are saying it. I'm not that... Granted, I don't know. Are we just... I'm 30. You're, I don't know, 23. Something like that. You're young. You're a baby still. Is it us? Is like are the kids all about extraction shooters now or not? Because I don't know either. Because I'm very skeptical. Because again, we've had so many bad ones, and we've had bad history as gamers in regards to these games.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me. I keep thinking of Ready Player One. Like, is that where we're slowly getting? Because a lot of that was extractor shooter to some degree. Anything else, or should we dive into performance?
Let's go into performance. This one, I think, should be a bit quick.
Yes, I think we possibly had this the same issue. I think most people had this issue, but it's the same issue you get with most of these games in regards to live service or them getting their servers ready to handle all the load and stuff that came up. We had some server crashes. I had some hard, just long waits trying to matchmake with people.
Exactly, yeah. The matchmaking for Perimeter, we would get match-made instantly, but for Dire Marsh, we had to wait quite a while to get match-made.
Yeah, to some degree, you're like, we all know the feeling. Is this game working?
Yeah.
Has it crashed?
Yeah.
Am I going somewhere? Like, again, it's kind of like a nitty-gritty problem. We to just be a little bit patient, but. Hopefully this can be fixed later on because you're going to have a troubleshoot when you start a game.
I'm sure it will.
Just
this game, whether people like it or not, I'm pretty sure that this game is going to be supported for at least 6 years.
Oh wow, you're just knocking out a number. 6 years. That's the magic number for Marathon. Or was there something I don't know? Was there like a 6-week plan that I don't know? Or 6 year plan? No.
I mean, 6 years from now, we'll have a PS6 by then, so that this can get a visual update.
Yeah, no, you could be right. Like I said, if Destiny can do it, Bungie kind of have a history of keeping these things going.
Exactly,
for quite a while,
exactly.
Right?
Destiny was PS4.
That's
now look,
crazy.
Destiny is still being played well into the PS5.
I did not know it was PS. That's crazy.
Right?
But yeah, good to see. Good to see. Okay, value for money. What did you think about this one then?
I think that this is probably the most horrendous and greedy a company can get.
Well, there is one game that's worse than this, I do know, because it's about skateboarding or something like that, and it actually paywalls the progression of the story in it. I know it's an indie game, I can't remember what it's about.
That's horrible.
But you pay like $20, $30 for it, and you don't even get the complete story. You have to buy an extra tier. I know it's about skateboarding, and so it's such a weird... So that's the worst one. That is the worst one I know of.
Okay, this is not the worst one.
But
it is. I would say that this is where things fall apart.
Yeah. Again, is it just the microtransaction?
Yes.
Live server aspect?
Never been good with being fair towards their microtransactions or even doing it well. In their books, they do it quite well because
money.
They're getting loads of money.
Right?
But
board members are happy.
It's real, and the shareholders love it.
Exactly.
This game is a premium title, so you can buy Marathon for $40.
Yeah, that's 40 across the board. Yeah.
Or whatever your currency is where you live. This is not a free game. This is double the price of Silksong. Not that we should be comparing, but it is the same price of Arc Raiders when it came out.
Arc Raiders is a little cheaper now if you get lucky on sales and stuff, but it is the same price.
The difference is when you buy Arc Raiders for $40, you have Arc Raiders. You have the content included in Arc Raiders. It might take some grinding, it might take a bit for you to unlock this, but you have it, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, no doubt.
I'm, again, speaking out of my arse, I don't even know if Arc Raiders has a battle pass or not.
I must do. I'm not entirely sure, but these games are not going to not release a battle pass to some degree, right? It's money on the table.
Yeah, Marathon. In Marathon's case, it also has a rewards pass, but you buy the things in the rewards pass with silk, which you can only collect so much of. If you cap your silk, you can continue playing, and you can only unlock 5 things from the rewards pass.
That's right. Yeah,
until you spend it and go play some more. So you could potentially not spend anything, have the rewards pass, play for 50 hours, and still only be able to unlock 5 things.
Yeah, you fundamentally get 10 silk per fraction mission or something like that. It's only small amounts of actual in-game currency, in regards to the battle pass, because there's multiple currencies. Games like this, credits, this, that, bio things. So yeah, no, I do get what you mean. It is, again, I know we're all fundamentally fed it and told to get used to it because we don't own anything anymore, and if you want to have fun, you got to pay for it. I'll give him to some degree. There's not much pay to win in this, unless I'm wrong. Is there pay $200, get the super duper shotgun and slingshots and all the other things? Because I didn't see that. Did you?
So I wouldn't necessarily say it was a lot of pay-to-win stuff that I saw, but what I did find was loads of microtransactions for cosmetics and opportunities for them to ask you, hey, how about you give us more money?
Of course.
Doesn't that sound fun?
And data. They're always data mining you now as well. Yeah, what's your birthday? What's your name? Where do you live? What are you doing right now?
The Bungie had some aggressive monetization tactics added in this game. I wouldn't call it as bad as something like, here we go, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh yeah, that was bad. That's true.
That's true. That was horrible.
That was gross.
For a full priced video game?
Yeah,
no
that was
way.
Crazy.
But it's still quite aggressive and greedy, and it makes me like this game less.
Yeah, it's hard to get past, isn't it? It's kind of abusive, like an abusive relationship to some degree. Like this game.
If this game was free, it would be something else. But it's not. It's $40.
That's agreed. And that's $40 a lot of cash. So in the end, what did we score this bad boy of a game then?
Our scores for Marathon. Let's see here. They all got together. They all made their own colony, the UESC colony that they were going on a merry old joyride to start a new life on, what was it, Tau Ceti 4?
That's it, number 4, baby. Don't know why. What happened to 1, 2, and 3, but yeah, number 4.
There they went. They went off to Tau Ceti 4, started their own colony. They had a grand old time until one day they all got eradicated by Mysterious Force 4 until a runner came upon the corpse of one that had etched onto its torso the letter grade rating of B-.
Which, again, with all the things we disliked about the monetization and stuff, B- is such a great score. This game is good.
Such a good score.
It is a good game. It is. Again, it's very hard. We want to call the shots and say, has it got legs? Marathon legs. I don't know. Again, like you said, we kind of wanted to.
I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that this game does have the legs. It's got the bones.
It does.
But the
really
bones
does.
are bare.
Yeah, and like I said, just looking at Highguard and their situation, which makes me sad. Will this go the same way? I don't know. Again, I want to cheer for it. I agree. I think I want to cheer for this one. I kind of want this one to do well.
It's not going to go this. Highguard was uninspired, just like Concord. They made those games for money. Sure, it was made for money, but it's not uninspired.
Yeah, we kind of, like I said, we kind of hope for wins in the gaming sphere at the moment because we're so shoveled so much.
Even
trash.
if it's live service. If
we
can get good live service games.
That's right.
Helldivers, Arc Raiders, yes please, more of those.
Yeah, no, exactly right. So yeah,
it's the bad live service games that we hate.
So yeah, so B-, it's worth a try. $40 is a lot of money for a live service game. Maybe it will go down. I think Arc Raiders went down a little bit, so maybe this will follow the same streams.
Destiny 2 was also a full-price video game until it eventually went free to play.
Nice. See, that's a good sign, right? This free to play opens up a lot of stuff. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Critical Arcade Podcast. If you can check for a plus button on screen
be there somewhere, right? It's got to be there.
If there's a plus button, try pressing it.
I just see
if it's a plus on its side, that's a cross. Don't press the cross, especially not if you're on a PC.
Like a PSA. Like if it's on the side, that's a cross. You are looking for a plus. I'm just seeing everyone like poking their screens right now. I'm pushing it. I'm freaking pushing it.
Nick, I'm doing it. It's not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so push all the buttons, the plus, the notifications, the
do it.
the
subscribe,
posts.
not the dislike one. That one's bad.
That's the whole. No, who does that? Who does that? No one dislikes things now. We're in a world where we love one another, right? That's what's happening in the world right now.
Yeah, we do. We all love each other. Not Dave though.
No, not Dave.
Because we don't want to follow Dave.
Yeah. Because if you do follow me out and about, luckily I've got hand in hand. I joined the factions. I went to dinners. I played golf with them, and now I'm best friends with the multi-corporate pharmaceutical company. Is it Nucloric? I'm gonna get like my
Nucloric. Yes.
Nucloric, and I just so happen to have got my hands on many, many, many bad futuristic super drugs to pump down your system.
Yeah, hell yeah, super drugs.
Drooling sack of a piece of meat. So, if you do come and find me, I will top you up with more pharmaceuticals to fill my pockets and to I don't know, destroy mankind.
Yeah, there we go. That's how Big Pharma thinks.
That's exactly right, and I'm bored now. I'm a board now.
Yeah. Sick people. You can make money from sick people.
Exactly
old people don't make.
So by all means, if you want that to happen to you, try and follow me. Go for it.
Don't follow Dave.
Peril.
Don't do it. It's a trap. It's a trap. He'll give you the bad drugs.
That's right. Yeah, not the good ones. The really good ones out there.
Dave, how about you tell us what have we got lined up for next week?
Next week is one of our favourite segments on this podcast. We get our hands on a indie game, part of our Indie 500 series. And next week's game is the Long Dark. Not the short one, the long one.
No.
I don't know.
Not the light one, the dark one.
That's right. And again, with the history of the list, what it gives us, all hail the list, it sounds like a scary game again.
It does.
Is it a scary game again?
I don't know. It also sounds like one of those survival crafting games. Like you need to survive the long dark.
Like the long dark, like in Canada, and like the night, I'm praying for
something
it's
like that. Yes,
it's winter. That's it. So join us as we check out the indie game, The Long Dark. Hopefully, it's a good time. Find out here to see if it is.
Yeah, tune in next week to hear us talk about The Long Dark. We'll see you then. Cheers.
Cheers.